Good morning. It's Friday, January the 18th, and I'm your host for AGORACOM TV, Paul Kandakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing you the best press releases before they open so that you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. Well, I'm covering for George Cholas today, who, as we speak, is on his way on a flight to Vancouver for the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference, which takes place this weekend on Sunday, January the 20th, and on Monday, January 21st. On the Sunday, the conference is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on the Monday, it's open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I would recommend that anybody that's interested in the resource sector make their way down there. They've got dozens and dozens of junior resource companies exhibiting, and in addition, they've got a stellar lineup of speakers, which include Peter Grandich, Bill Murphy from the Gold Antitrust Action Committee, John Kaiser, the Coughlin brothers, Al Carellin, and a whole bunch more. So this is something that if you're involved with the resource sector, you should be at. And once again, it's at the Pan Pacific, which is the Vancouver Conference Center. Highly recommended you go there. And in addition, if you are going to be there, we'd love for you to drop by the AGORACOM booth, which is at 1910 this year. So please drop by, say hello, and enter to win a 42-inch LCD TV. Now, I've got three great press releases for you, both sides of the borders. We're going to start with Geologix, which trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol GIX, and for our friends across the ocean on the Frankfurt, which trades under the symbol GF6. Geologix continues to provide great assays, and they're no stranger to AGORACOM TV because they continue to hit great numbers. Their drilling in their Zone 2 continues to provide increased grades and continuity, and their Phase 2 drilling program produced 3 additional vertical drill sections that exhibited excellent grades, lengths, and continuities. So the 3 samples that I have for you, the 3 intercepts that I have for you: long strike lengths, 216 meters, great strike length. They found 0.61 grams per ton of gold, 30 grams per ton of silver, 0.29% lead, and 1.34% zinc. Hole 132, 217 meters of 0.45 grams per ton of gold, 25 grams per ton of silver, 0.23% lead, and 0.8% zinc. And the last one, hole 130, has 0.48 grams per ton of gold, 45 grams per ton of silver, 0.17% lead, and 0.49% zinc. So all very significant numbers, and most importantly, or at least in this case, it's a very long strike. And I've got a quote from their president, Dunham Craig, who is the president and CEO, stated, "The more we drill San Augustin, the more we are pleased with the increased grades we encounter and the continuity of mineralization. Clearly, we are just beginning to define the deposit size. Drilling continues to show that mineralization is open in all directions. A large drill is arriving on this site this week capable of drilling HQ core to 700 meters. Geologix Explorations is a mineral exploration company focused on acquiring, exploring, and developing gold properties in North and South America. They're last at 231 off their 52-week high of $3.20. Next one I have for you is Ventura Gold, which trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol VGO. Again, we got some great drill results from them. They report significant drill results at the Immaculada gold-silver project in Peru, which includes 3.7 meters at 9.3 grams per ton of gold, and big number here, 476 grams per ton of silver. They completed an initial drill core program at the Immaculada gold-silver project, which, as I mentioned, is located in southern Peru. And the drill program comprised of 15 core holes totaling approximately 2,900 meters. Based on the encouraging results obtained so far, the company has decided to drill an additional 2,000 meters in excess of the original planned 3,000 meters, so for a total of 5,000 meters of drilling comprised the first phase drill program for the project. Significant drill intercepts from the 4 holes at the Angela vein, all representing true estimate widths and average uncut grades, included 5 meters, 6.3 grams per ton, 166 grams per ton of silver, 0.6 meters at 10 grams per ton of gold, and 210 grams per ton of silver. The one that I already mentioned to you, but it's worth repeating, 3.7 meters at 9.3 grams per ton of gold and 476 grams per ton of silver. And finally, 5 meters at 6 grams per ton of gold and 158 grams per ton of silver. So all very significant numbers, great assay results from this company. The best results for the Martha vein, this is another section. They had 0.65 meters at 17.8 grams per ton of gold and 236 grams per ton of silver, and 0.6 meters at 2.6 grams per ton of gold, and big number here, 1,218 grams per ton of silver. And from what I can see here, drilling activities will continue or will resume in late March, early April 2008. Ventura Gold is a United States-based precious metals exploration and development company, last at 40 cents off their 52-week high of 48 cents. Last one I have for you is from the U.S. over-the-counter bulletin board company. A little bit of a story to this one and a caveat for this one. So, looks like a great story, but if it's too good, you know the old adage, if it's too good to be true, it usually isn't. But in this case, you never know. Take a look. Nuclear Solutions, Inc. board responds to Inter-America's unsolicited $110 million bid to purchase all outstanding stock. Those are the headlines for today. Some of the backstory on this company is that on December 26, Inter-America's, a private financial resources and investment company dedicated to emerging and leading-edge technologies while focusing on environmental renewal, conservation, and protection, announced a $110 million unsolicited cash bid to purchase Nuclear Solutions. So what happened on the 26th, Inter-Americas made a $110 million cash bid to buy all the outstanding stock for NSOL, as I mentioned, which is on the OTCBB. And what happened today is Nuclear Solutions responded, and the company had indicated that the buyout of $110 million or $150 per share would be acceptable to management. So it looks like they've accepted the offer. And they've also sent a letter which reads as follows. This was sent to Inter-Americas. Dear Mr. Romano, our Board of Directors acknowledges Inter-America's interest in purchasing the outstanding common stock of Nuclear Solutions for an aggregate cash payment of $110 million on a fully diluted basis as expressed in your letter of December 21st, 2007. The Board and management of NSOL are not opposed to an acquisition of the company and have considered your offer in consultation with our advisors. We are willing to expeditiously and seriously continue discussions about the terms and conditions set forth in your letter. As you are aware, our shareholders must ultimately approve the sale of their shares and any future merger proposals. At this time, management believes that a cash tender offer price of $150 per share net on a fully diluted basis, plus all fees and transaction costs, would be received favorably by our shareholders and recommended by the Board of Directors. Now, the caveat, as I mentioned to you earlier, $1.50 is the purchase price. They're last at 45 cents. So once again, take a look. Who knows? Sometimes these transactions fall apart, but they're last at 45 cents off their 52-week high of 80 cents. And from what we can see here, it looks like they have an offer in hand of $1.50 per share. So take a look at this one. And that's it for AGORACOM TV. I'm Paul Kondakos, your host. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow when we've got more great press releases for you.